Alrighty guys, in today's video we are going to be going over the best cards to use your weekly spotlight tokens on. Let's get into the video. So if you guys do not know, you guys can actually earn weekly spotlight tokens through a couple different ways. You can go ahead and do your weekly challenges, whether those be legends, flashbacks, collector series, etc, etc, and you will actually go ahead and earn some weekly spotlight tokens that will look just like this. If I can go ahead and get it pulled up, just like this, weekly spotlight tokens, and you can put them into a few different sets. You can put them into sets for each of the weekly programs. So again, that would be your collector series, your flashbacks, your previously team of the weeks. It does not apply to new like seasonal programs like Sugar Rush and things of that nature. So again, you could put it into something like a flashback set, something like a collector series set, something like Ultimate Legends. Those are going to be the three main ones right now. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the best cards to go ahead and get out of each of those programs. So starting off, just because they are the first or the newest drop, because we got new cards today, we will talk about the flashbacks. Now, some of the new cards, probably some of the best cards in the game, are going to be this Trayvon Diggs right here. I think this is a very solid option to use your tokens on. Reason being, yes, with the flashbacks program, you do have to add in their lower overall cards to get extra boosts. Like this one, you'll be like, why does it boost +1 kick power? The reason why is because in this last slot right here, you'll see that if the card has 21 kick power, he gets an extra ability, so on and so forth. And with this card specifically, with this Trayvon Diggs, you only need to add in his 90 overall, which is going to be a relatively cheap cost, and you get pick artist for 0 AP. So if you use your collector's series or your weekly spotlight token, on this Trayvon Diggs card, you could get a really good ability stack, something like a deep zone KO, a mid zone KO, and pick artist on him, and you could get it for 0 AP if you're going to be running if you're running just a mainly zone scheme. Now, if you're somebody that runs man-to-man a lot, this guy gets the best man-to-man ability in the game, that being one step ahead. It costs him 2 AP in this slot, but I believe he does get it for, yes, absolutely free in this season 7 ability slot, which is absolutely glitchy. Plus, this card has 99 man coverage, 99 zone coverage, and a 96 press, and is on one of the best theme teams in the game, being Cowboys. And since he's a flashback card, he gets every single team chem that is in his division, which is the NFC East, as well as Packers, because he is now a Packer. So this card, very, very, very good. I would recommend picking up Trayvon Diggs if you need a corner, but keep in mind, cornerbacks do come and go in Madden. Speaking of positions that can come and go in Madden, it's going to be quarterback. This card, though, very good. Geno Smith, he's going to be coming in with 94 speed, 99 throw power, 96 short accuracy, 96 medium accuracy, 96 deep accuracy, as well as a 97 throw under pressure, 98 throw on the run, and a 93 play action. And probably the most important stat that we've found out ever since Jackson Dart has dropped is going to be the awareness rating on a quarterback. And Geno Smith does get 94, which means he can get some of the good passing abilities as far as like a conductor or a master tactician or a QB playmaker. Those are going to be probably the top abilities in the game that are not gunslinger. But this card right here, he does get QB playmaker. Again, it's right below my head, or right above my head, 94 awareness. He does hit the threshold for that. So what you could do is you could come in here, and the cheapest way possible to build this is run QB playmaker for 5 right here, Gunslinger in this slot for 5 AP because he does have 99 throw power. He needed 95. And then you could go ahead in this season 7 bucket and go ahead and put Pass Lead Elite, which is going to give you increased throw power when leading bullet passes. It's essentially set feet lead, but it does not matter if your feet are set or not. So that's probably the best quarterback stack in the game. And then on top of that, if you add in his 90 overall card, just a very similar situation to Trayvon Diggs, you get gift wrap for 0 AP. And if you want to spend a little bit more, because at that point you've only spent 10 AP on your quarterback, which most people have a lot more spent, you could spend up to almost all of your AP and get pocket Deadeye on him as well, which is going to give you perfect passes from the pocket, or inside Deadeye, which is perfect passes inside the numbers. So really what you could do is do all of those abilities And then on top of it, you cannot, sorry, in this last slot, I was going to say you could go ahead and actually overpay for Gunslinger right here. And then instead of putting Gunslinger on here, you could put Sideline Deadeye, and you are going to have perfect passes for the whole game. I think that's a pretty good ability stack that you could have on Geno Smith. So probably the next best card. Personally, I would stay away from this Josh Palmer. He does not get Human Joystick, which is very unfortunate. He does get Grab and Go, which is decent, but again, it's not Human Joystick. And then this card right here, Terrell Suggs. I don't know why they did him so dirty. They only gave him 91 strength, which means he cannot get double or nothing, which is very unfortunate unless you want to overpay for it. So that's the flashbacks. Now over to the collector series cards. We had some new good cards drop this week, that being Ozzie Newsome and AJ Terrell. So Ozzie Newsome, 96 base speed tight end. As far as abilities on him, you can go ahead in this season 7 bucket. I do not believe, he does not have enough strength for the secure protector, obviously, which most people probably would not run. And then the other unfortunate part about him is he only has 94 agility, so cannot get route tech or anything of that nature. So me personally, I would stay away from him. But AJ Terrell, on the other hand, at 97 speed corner with 98 man, 99 zone coverage, he's going to be able to get that one step ahead ability, which is very good. Again, if you're running a man-to-man scheme, very similar to Trevon Diggs. And then also would be able to get a deep zone KO in the first slot for 0 AP, or you could go ahead and use your 1 AP, sorry, on mid zone KO in this slot. Really, if you want to have mid zone and deep zone KO, it's going to cost you a total of 1 AP regardless. Just keep in mind which slot you're going to spend it in. And also, of course, he is going to get Pick Artist as well as Inside or Outside Shade, of course, because he has enough man coverage to even go ahead and get that one step ahead ability. So AJ Terrell, I would say, is a pretty good option as well. And then looking back at any of these other collector series cards, quite honestly, I just wouldn't really touch them. I would just stay away. I don't really think there's any other good options. But as far as the best cards in the game, typically anyways, to spend your weekly spotlight tokens on and maybe even save them for this weekend are going to be these Ultimate Legend cards, because they are usually souped up. Now, the reason why the Ultimate Legends cards are so good is because they have these 95 overall out of position cards, right? So you have a Carlos Dansby wide receiver right here, who may not necessarily be the best card in the game, but we're just going to use him as an example. He comes in as a 95 overall, but if you put in his champion cards, you can upgrade him to a 98 overall. Now, most of you know, hey, the card I get back from completing that weekly spotlight token set is B&D, but the good thing about those cards is you can actually put them into the upgrade path of these 95 overalls to boost them up to 98. So you would only have to spend the 100k it costs to get the left edge Walter Jones, or the 98k it costs to get the wide receiver Carlos Dansby. Then you could get this 98 Mike linebacker Carlos Dansby for free and go ahead and upgrade that card. Very similar thing to what we saw with this Jeremy Shockey Bruce Smith card, which both of these guys pretty good options. The reason why is because they get Ring of Honor chemistry. They get a free Ring of Honor bucket where you can actually upgrade any Ring of Honor player at all that drop with these plus stats that are behind me. But I think that, quite honestly, Ring of Honor, some of the cards are a little bit, I don't even want to call them outdated, but the boosts just aren't really that much more worth it. But looking at Walter Jones and Carlos Dansby, the reason why I'm saying maybe save your weekly spotlight tokens for this weekend is they do get the Sugar Rush boost. But again, keep in mind, right after Sugar Rush, we're going to be going into All-Star Athletes, which I think could possibly just take the cake as far as those, because you cannot use weekly spotlight tokens on, but you should be able to get that theme team boost with these Ultimate Legends cards. But if I had to tell you guys which Ultimate Legends I would go ahead and upgrade, I still think one of the best cards in the game is going to be this Randy Moss wide receiver and or corner. You could go ahead and buy this Randy Moss cornerback and upgrade him, because this guy, I mean, he's just absolutely souped. I mean, he's 6'4" with 97 speed, 98 man coverage, 97 zone coverage, and he gets all of these theme teams right here, which Niners, Raiders, and Pats are still very good theme teams in the game, as well as his wide receiver card, I think in general is just very good. 97 speed, 99 jump, 96 short route running, 93 medium route running, 97 deep route running, can absolutely get the job done. And then a sleeper card I would look at is going to be this Herb Adderley running back. When you upgrade this card, he goes up to 97 speed and a 97 change of direction. And when I tell you guys this card moves, this guy moves. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And then you can go ahead and spend your 0 AP ability on something like a human joystick right here, and you would be just fine. But you also... yeah, you can also get it for 0 AP in this first slot, so you don't even have to use your season 7 ability bucket there, and he will have 0 AP human joystick from now going forward. So as just in summary, the cards that I would go ahead and target with my weekly spotlight tokens, if I were to spend them, would be probably Randy Moss as far as the Ultimate Legends go, or maybe even looking at newer cards that could be dropping this weekend, because I don't really love Walter Jones or Carlos Dansby. I even dropped a video saying I would stay away from these cards, but maybe cards that are dropping this weekend just because of that Sugar Rush chemistry I think could be very valuable. Then heading back over to collector series, I think probably the better cards that you could get would be somebody like an AJ Terrell. And then outside of that, again, I just don't really see too many great options from the collector series program. I just don't really see it. I don't really see it. But then heading back over to flashbacks, I think, again, keep in mind this is like the first day that these cards dropped, and they were very good cards. I would say probably the 2 best cards you could get are going to be Trevon Diggs and Geno Smith. So there's a few cards from every single program. Let you guys know what my thoughts are and who you guys maybe could look out to pick. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and it's been all from the Dynamic, y'all. I'm out. Peace.